Hello, and welcome to Controlling Your Emotions for Your Children's Sake. I'm Liz Weaver of Learning Success, and I'll be your host for this video series. This is an initiative to help you understand how to step up your parenting game by learning how your own emotions affect your children and what to do about it to raise stronger, more resilient children. In today's video, we have Fallyn Smith. Fallyn coaches families to navigate challenges and create solutions so life can be less stressful and more peaceful. She believes that every family has the capability to learn and develop their social and emotional skills and intelligence. In this video, Fallyn talks about one of our favorite subjects, neuroscience of emotions. Let's watch.
Hi there, my name is Fallyn Smith with Mindful Kids Coaching. I'm a family coach that helps children and parents manage their emotions, and I'm here to explain the importance of why managing your emotions can really help you and your family. I want to start by explaining a little bit how the brain works with emotions, and this comes from Dan Siegal, who's a wonderful neuroscientist as well as an author, so I suggest you checking out his books. He has some great parenting books. So we'll get started. This is called the PALM brain model. So this is your brain. Lovely brain, right? This is your brain stem. This part is where your eyes blink and your heart beats and all those automatic functions happening that we don't really have control over. They just kind of happen. And then right here, you will see this is our limbic system. This is where our emotions are stored. This is also known as our lizard brain or animal brain. And then over the limbic system is our cortex, so all this here. This is our thinking brain. And right here in the front where our fingernails are, that is our prefrontal cortex. This doesn't get fully developed until we're 25 years old, so parents keep that in mind. And this right here is where we have the ability to problem solve, to be flexible, to be empathetic. So this is still developing till 25. And when we experience a strong emotion, boom, thinking brain is gone. We are acting from our limbic system, also known as our animal brain. And this is where fight, flight, or freeze happens. So that's why it is so important to know that when your child is here, they are not able to problem solve. And the number one thing to do is calm down. And when you are here, you are not able to problem solve. So what you have to do is also calm down, which is really important. Another key thing to know is that when you're here or somebody else is here, humans have this really cool thing called mirror neurons, and we take on how somebody else is feeling. So if someone comes in a room with a really bad attitude or angry, it kind of sets you off too. Maybe if your child comes home and they're having a really hard time, you can feel yourself kind of going like this. So we mirror neurons. So your child flips their lid, you're more likely to flip your lid. And if you're having a hard day, your child's going to react after that. So that's why it's so important. If your child is here, then you need to stay here because that will help your child calm down here. If you're both here, this is not good for anybody. So it's really important to remember that if they're here, you need to be here. And how do we get here when we feel like we're going here? That's really important. So we do need to calm down, and we need those strategies to help us because sometimes we just go there. So it's really important first to recognize when you're going here. And our body gives us clues, whether it's tightness in our chest, we're getting really hot, it is us raising our voice. Okay, that's a clue that we're getting here and we're going to have to calm down. So how do we calm down? There's lots of different ways to calm down, but my number one suggestion is taking big belly breaths, deep belly breaths. The reason why we do this is because when we're here or your child's here, we're in fight, flight, or freeze. Our whole body thinks we're being chased by a bear. All of the blood is rushing to our limbs. Our digestion stops working. So we need to help our body realize we're safe and we need to go back into rest and digest. So how do we do that? We take belly breaths because what it does is it stimulates our vagus nerve, which is a nerve that goes from our brainstem all the way down and it hits all of our organs. And when we stimulate that vagus nerve with our deep belly breaths, that is telling every single organ in our body, we are safe. We can calm down. We are not being chased by a bear or whatever that is triggering us, right? So that's a really important practice. And the reason why I say practice is because you can't just do it when you're angry. It's not going to work that way. It takes practice because when we're here, we're not thinking clearly. So every night, I suggest parents with their children practice taking belly breaths. I'd say around 5. Really important to practice because kids are not going to be able to access it, and you aren't either if you don't practice and bring that into your everyday. So parents, if you have any questions, you can always feel free to reach out to me. My website is mindfulkidscoaching.com. Just remember, know your triggers, know what they feel like. So if it's whether a tightness in your chest, if you feel like you're getting here, model for your children because they are sponges and they're watching your every move. Take a belly breath, take a break. Nothing has to be solved right away. Just wait until you're here to have a conversation because when you're here or your child's here, problem solving can't happen, and that's what we want. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and thank you so much and have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Fallyn, for a great illustration of the brain, how it works, and what happens to our brain when stressed. And thank you for touching on this subject of mirror neurons, another great way to understand how our kids are like sponges physically and emotionally. If you found this valuable, please share it and use the hashtag CYE for controlling your emotions. Thank you for watching and sharing. In case no one has told you yet today, the fact that you are here watching this means you are an amazing parent. I appreciate you for showing up and doing the work it takes to embrace your child's brilliance and unleash their true potential. I'm Liz Weaver of Learning Success, and I'll see you in the next video.